The other day when I was looking at stuff, sugar came up in a video. It was on a CBS, it was the news. So I copied it and stuck it out, because obviously it's much better when someone else explains it for you. And it just, I don't know, it's completely copyrighted. So I'm having to make my own. So basically, when we buy a bag of sugar, we think that's all we're buying is a bag of sugar in our shopping, I mean, but we're not. It just seems quite incredible that we're run by the businesses, and the businesses are the ones that are giving us this stuff, and this stuff is causing us to have all this. It's put on then the health authorities, because then they've got to deal with it, and then they've got another line of drugs to give you, and it just seems really incredible that we put all our trust in these people that are giving us this stuff that's making us ill. Don't you think? It's just ridiculous, the trust that we've had. There's an aisle of stuff there. Nearly everything has added sugar to it. I'm just going to play a few pictures of what I took. So this family out shopping are buying their shopping, not realising that practically everything they're buying has sugars in. And oh, just go back to there. What it is they're looking for the bliss point. Okay, the bliss point. That's what they're looking for. That's the market. Because once it's bliss. Anyway, there's the sugar. Guy out shop. It causes Alzheimer's. Don't read the nutritional or even the ingredients. So this person here is now showing him how much sugar it's in nearly everything we buy. So that by the end of each day, she added up, he'd had 26 teaspoons of sugar, even though he didn't realise that he had. And that's what it adds up to the end of the year. 40 kilos of sugar. It's in practically everything we buy to eat has sugars. So you just think, oh no, I've got a really healthy diet, but actually no, your intake of sugar is a lot more. Do you see what's happening? Because of sugar. So this is what he's consuming. Anyway, there are people talking out about sugar and how bad it is for you. It causes cancer. The peak goes straight up because the liver can't cope with all of it. I mean, something happens with these enzymes that go in. I've got a picture which I'll explain a bit more about that. One goes into the body and is used, and the other one isn't. And the one that isn't, the body doesn't register it. So that's why you eat these. Well, I'll talk a bit more about those in a minute. But this is why you keep eating all the sugar stuff, because your body isn't registering the sugar, those one part of it. I'll explain it a bit later on. But anyway, he does not realise there is this bliss point. And I mean, sugar's like cocaine. Alzheimer's, heart disease, cancer. This is why there's such spikes in things, because this is what's happening. People are getting these illnesses due to what they're eating. It's not just the hormones that are going in the meat. We've got the sugar. Wow. When I say it doesn't register it, what I mean is one part of the sugar goes into glucose and then the body uses it. But the body doesn't use the fructose. It gets turned into insulin. So instead of the body using it, it's being used in a different way. But it just means that you now don't register part of the sugar in the same way then you keep eating it. Yeah, I think I've made my point there. So it's not that it just registers it in the wrong way. It creates something else and then becomes fuel for the cancer. I mean, we all know it, but I hadn't realised that all the spikes went up, so that all these things are happening because we are eating all the other things. It's not just that you're buying the sugar in the packet like this, but you're eating much more of it each day. The thing is that the businesses have control on markets, so they've been doing it to us on purpose. It's not just accidentally this has happened. We're just one big experiment. I mean, some people found out that there's rat poisoning in some children's cereals. I mean, why would you want to do that? Anyway, here we go, the chart. Yeah, cancer's in there, Alzheimer's is in there, there's dementia then, isn't there? I wish I could have just put the programme out, because it would be much better going around with them showing you what sugar does, but I think people get the idea, and this is such a serious problem now, and instead of having real cures for it, don't have real cures for it at all. They have no cures for it. Much more healthy way we could do it. Cannabis oils and stuff like that. They're just promoting more chemicals. Anyway, this couple here are taking sugar out of their diet, except a natural sugar. That's what they're going to do to them. But now we're going to talk about these two here. In this program, what they say is sugar consumption causes cancer. You've got glucose and fructose, right? The liver supports the glucose but not the fructose, and that's the one that isn't registered in your body. So what happens is too much of fructose then causes the liver to make insulin. Now, some cancers then use the insulin as fuel to grow. Right. So people are unaware that the sugar and all the food they're eating is actually fueling their cancer. Anyway, that was my point of this. Sugar is very, very not a good thing. It really isn't. Anyway, thanks for watching.